Hey everyone, this is Coach Mark. I hope you're having an amazing start to your week. We are almost at the end of March. Can you believe it? We are almost at the end of March. We're 3 months into 2016. Where are you at? Have you accomplished all your goals? Have you done everything that you set out to do? Are you on pace to accomplish everything that it is that you want to accomplish, right? We're into 2016, 3 months. We're a quarter of the way done. Don't give up yet. Even if you fell off track, it does not matter. You could jump back on track, okay? We still have 9 months left. Yeah, 3 months have gone by and we're a quarter of the way done, but it's like a basketball game. We're just done with the first quarter. You know that the game isn't won in the first quarter, right? The game is really won in the second half, but you still got to stay in the game. You can't let the team get too far ahead of you. Well, we're still in the game, right? We still have plans to win this game. All right. So make sure you stay on track, stay on course to do everything that you set out to do in 2016, because the goal for this year is to make this year the absolutely most amazing year ever. And then what you're going to do for 2017, make 2017 absolutely the most amazing year ever. Anyway, in my power and a half hour call this week, call number 77, the title of the call was Jump Out of the Comfort Zone. All right, jumping out of the comfort zone. And when I think about that title, it reminds me of that story, and I'm sure probably most of you have heard it before, the story about the frog in the hot water, right, in the pot of water. Now, they said that if you put a frog in a pot of, if you threw a frog in a pot of boiling hot water, what's going to happen? He's going to immediately jump out of that pot. Now, if you take that same frog, put him in a pot of lukewarm water and just gradually turn the heat up, even when the water gets to the point that it's boiling, because you only gradually turn the heat up, the frog is still going to stay in there and end up being boiled and die inside the hot water. And to me, that's what really happens to us when we stay inside that comfort zone. A lot of times we don't end up jumping out of the comfort zone, right? And when we end up staying in there, that heat just ends up boiling and killing us. And that's why it's so important for us to be able to jump out of our comfort zone, because trust me, everything great in life happens outside of the comfort zone. Like, so many of us become so afraid because, you know, the comfort zone is like what it says, it's very comfortable, right? But there's no growth. No growth occurs inside that comfort zone. All that's in there is this familiarity. You know, it's just when we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But we weren't made to do the same thing over and over and over again. We were made to explore and to just do amazing things. And all the really amazing people in this world are people that aren't afraid to get outside of what is familiar to them, right? A lot of times we think that we have to be perfect, that life has to be and we have to perfectly do everything. And that's completely not true. You know, when I think about gemologists, right? How can they tell the difference between a real emerald and a fake emerald? Do you guys know this? The way that they can tell the difference between a real emerald and a fake emerald is that the fake emerald has no blemishes. The fake emerald is perfect. The real emerald is going to have blemishes on there, right? And that just goes to show you that we weren't really made to be perfect with no blemishes, right? We're all going to have blemishes. We're all going to make mistakes, but what makes us special, what makes us able to create amazing things is the fact that we tried, right? We got out there, we tried. We may have had some setbacks, we may have had some failures, but we didn't allow that to stop us. We made up our minds that we were going to try, we were going to try again until we accomplish whatever it is that we set out to accomplish. And that will never ever happen if you decide to just stay in the comfort zone. It's so very important that you realize that, you know what, nothing really great happens in the comfort zone. Yeah, you're not as stressed, right? And that's why a lot of us want to stay inside that comfort zone. But a lot of times we need that stress to motivate us, to push us forward. Everything great right? Everyone that created anything great had to jump outside of their comfort zone. You will not, I can promise you this, you will not be able to do anything amazing if you decide that you're going to stay inside of that comfort zone. There's so much greatness that comes when you decide to get out of your comfort zone. That's why you hear so many people talk about it. But for whatever reason, most of us have gone through our lives. When we were a baby, we were risk takers, right? We weren't afraid to take risks. We didn't even know what a comfort zone was. So we were willing to do anything, but just do life. And over the years and whatnot, we've all become really afraid because, we've had people go through life and tell us, don't do this, don't do that, stop doing this, and correcting us for everything wrong that we've done. We become like so afraid of failure. And we've almost kind of like made ourselves be stuck inside of this comfort zone. But we have to jump out of there. That's how we're going to accomplish and do amazing, great things in life. If you haven't had a chance, go and listen to Power and a Half Hour number 77. You can go to the website www.powerhh.com. Did a really great show on jumping outside of the comfort zone. Well, it's great talking with you, and I will see you next week.